Shalom, shalom. Let's read Jasher, chapter 6. At that time, after the death of Methuselah, Yah said to Noah, "Go with your household into the ark, and see, I will gather to you all the animals of the earth, the beasts of the field, and the birds of the air, and they shall all come and surround the ark. And you shall go and seat yourself by the doors of the ark, and all of the beasts, animals, and birds shall assemble and place themselves before you. And whichever of them shall come and crouch before you, you shall take and give into the hands of your sons, who shall bring them to the ark, and all that will stand before you, you shall leave." And Yah brought this about on the next day. Animals, beasts, birds came in great multitudes and surrounded the ark. Noah went and seated himself by the door of the ark, and of all the flesh that crouched before him, he brought into the ark. And all that stood before him he left upon earth. And a lioness came with her 2 whelps, male and female, and the 3 crouched before Noah. And the 2 whelps rose up against the lioness and smote her and made her flee from her place. And she went away. And they returned to their places and crouched upon the earth before Noah. And the lioness ran away and stood in the place of the lions. Noah saw this and wondered greatly. He rose and took the 2 whelps and brought them into the ark. And Noah brought into the ark from all living creatures that were upon earth, so that there was none left, but which Noah brought into the ark. 2 and 2 came to Noah into the ark, but from the clean animals and clean birds he brought 7 couples, as Elohim had commanded him. And all of the animals and beasts and birds were still there, and they surrounded the ark at every place. And the rain had not fallen until 7 days after. See, this is lining up with Genesis so much, Bereshit. I love it. Verse 11, "And on that day Yah caused the whole earth to shake, and the sun darkened, and the foundations of the world roared, and the whole earth was moved violently, and the lightning flashed, and the thunder roared, and all the fountains in the earth were broken up, such as was not known to the inhabitants before. And Elohim did this mighty act in order to frighten the sons of men, that there might be no more evil upon earth. And still the sons of men would not return from their evil ways, and they increased the wrath of Yah at that time. They did not even direct their hearts to all this. And at the end of 7 days, in the 600th year of the life of Noah, the waters of the flood were open upon the earth." Were upon the earth, not open. The waters of the flood were upon the earth. Verse 14, "And all the fountains of the deep were broken up, and the windows of the Shemayim, the heaven, were open. The rain was upon the earth for 40 days and 40 nights. Noah and his household and all the living creatures that were with him came into the ark because of the waters of the flood, and Yah shut him in. And all of the sons of men that were left upon the earth became exhausted through evil because of the rain, for the waters were coming more violently upon the earth, and the animals and beasts were still surrounding the ark. And the sons of men assembled together, about 700,000 men and women came unto Noah to the ark. They called to Noah, saying, 'Open for us, that we may come to you in the ark, for why should we die?' And Noah with a loud voice answered them from the ark, saying, 'Have you not all rebelled against Yah, and said that he does not exist? Therefore Yah brought upon you this evil to destroy and cut you off from the face of the earth. Is this not the word that I spoke to you 120 years ago? And you would not listen to the voice of Yah, and now do you desire to live upon earth?' And they said to Noah, 'We are ready to return to Yah, only open for us that we may live and not die.' Noah answered them, saying, 'Look, now that you see the trouble of your beings, you want to return to Yah. Why did you not return during these 120 years which Yah granted you as the determined period? But now you come and tell me this because of the troubles of your being. Now also Yah will not listen to you, neither will he give ear to you on this day, so that you will not now succeed in your desires. And the sons of men approached in order to break into the ark to come in because of the rain, but they could not bear the rain upon them. Yah sent all the beasts and animals that stood around the ark, and the beast overpowered them and drove them from that place. And every man went his way, and they again scattered themselves upon the face of the earth. And the rain was still falling upon the earth, and it fell 40 days, 40 nights, and the waters were mighty on the earth. All flesh that was on the earth or in the waters died, whether men, animals, beasts, creeping creatures, or birds of the air, and only Noah remained, and those that were with him in the ark. And the waters were mighty, and they greatly increased upon the earth, and they lifted up the ark, and it was raised from the earth. The ark floated on the face of the waters, and it was tossed upon the waters, so that the living creatures within were turned about like stew in a pot. And great anxiety seized all the living creatures that were in the ark, and the ark was thought to be broken. And all the living creatures that were in the ark were afraid. And the lions roared, and the oxen loud, and the wolves howled, and every living creature in the ark spoke and lamented in its own tongue, so that their voices reached to a great distance. And Noah and his sons cried and wept in their troubles. They were greatly afraid that they had reached the gates of death. And Noah prayed to Yahweh and cried to him because of this. And he said, O Yahweh, help us, for we have no strength to bear this evil that has come upon us. The waves of the waters have surrounded us. Rushing torrents have frightened us. The snares of death have come before us. Answer us, O Yah, answer us. Light up your face towards us. Be gracious to us. Redeem us and deliver us. That sounds like a lot like the Aaronic blessing. Verse 32, and Yahweh listened to the voice of Noah, and Yah remembered him, and a wind passed over the earth, and the waters were stilled, and the ark rested. And the fountains of the deep and the windows of the heaven were stopped, and the rain from the Shemayim, the heaven, was withheld. And the waters decreased in those days, and the ark rested upon the mountains of Ararat. And Noah then opened the windows of the ark. Noah still called out to Yah at that time, and he said, O Yahweh, who formed the earth and the Shemayim, and all that are within, bring forth our beings from this confinement, and from the prison wherein you have placed us, for I am much wearied with sighing. And Yah listened to the voice of Noah and said to him, When you have completed a full year, you shall then go out. And at the turn of the year, when a full year was completed, to Noah's dwelling in the ark, the waters were dried from off the earth. Noah took off the covering of the ark. At that time, on the 27th day of the second month, the earth was dry. But Noah and his sons and those that were with him did not go out from the ark until Yah has told them. The day came that Yah told them to go out, and they all went out from the ark. They went and returned every one to his way and to his place. And Noah and his sons dwelt in the land that Elohim had told them. They served Yah all their days, and Yah Barak blessed Noah and his sons on their going out from the ark. And he said to them, Be fruitful and fill all of the earth. Become strong and increase abundantly in the earth and multiply.